And welcome to my very first YouTube video. Today is Wednesday 11th of October. I'm starting a new video series. It will include analysis and trading ideas in pairs and instruments that I see in a very attractive technical position for trading. I'll try to minimize the time of the video to give a quick and concise trading ideas for you guys. If you're not familiar with my work or haven't been following me in the past, let me introduce myself here quickly. My name is Loai. I have been trading the Forex market for over 8 years now. I'm mainly a technical trader. I'm also known as technician among TradingView community. If you don't know what is TradingView, please, strongly suggest that you visit www.tradingview.com. It's one of the best, if not the best, online chart platform ever created. It has also a great community of traders. I've been posting my ideas and trades and analysis on TradingView for like almost 4 years now. I provided the link for you in the description of this video for my website, thefxchannel.com, in addition to my profile at TradingView and my Telegram channel. You are most welcome to join. Okay, let's get started. Let's start by looking at the key pairs I see to perform in the coming weeks. Actually, I had a trade on the Euro USD, a long trade. I've been generally bearish the US dollar starting from this week. I published this trade on October 3rd. It was a long Euro USD trade. I have also published OZ trade, dollar franc short, Aussie long, gold long. So I have a general bearish view on the US dollar. Unfortunately, the people who are registered to my website, we missed the entry for this trade by 5 pips over here, and we started to move higher, actually reached first target. So it's a little bit too late to get in the trade now. We should wait a little bit and see if the price provide another opportunity to get into the long side. So let's have a look at the Euro USD. I generally start my analysis on the longer time frame. Euro USD. Okay, so I start by the longer time frame, as it's always important to look at the longer time frame because the longer time frame is more important in terms of trend direction and key support and resistance levels. So if you look at the trend over the Euro USD, you can see that we were trading in a sideways range for almost 2 years, starting from March 2015. And we left this range, or actually made a breakout on July 2017. Okay, we headed higher. We retested this resistance area. Okay, these are previous long-term lows. You can see swing lows. We retested this low and headed back lower. Now, looking at this chart, we can see that usually any technical pattern, when we break out of this technical pattern, a retest usually happens, a pullback and retest of this pattern. Then the original breakout, or the original direction of the breakout resumes. So in this case, we were testing this high, which is a previous high and key potential support level. So it's common sense and intuitive to look for price to rebound at this level. Okay, but you shouldn't go long directly. You should move to a lower time frame to time your entry and to see confirmation before going long. Okay, so let's move to the Euro USD daily chart. We can see that the price has been trending lower over here in the short term this, the overall long term is bullish, but in the short term we had the breakout below this low, and this low that invalidated this uptrend, short-term uptrend over here, and we extended to the next key low and support level. When we reached here, the price started to move a little bit slower, with RSI showing bullish divergence. Bullish divergence is when the price makes new lows, but the RSI or momentum indicators fails to make new lows and make higher highs. So this was an indication of the slowdown of the bearish momentum. After that, we had this hammer candlestick at the support, so it was a perfect entry over here to go long. Okay, another way to confirm a trade is to go also for a lower time frame. Okay, let's move to the Euro USD 4-hour chart. We can see that when we tested this support area, the price has formed a long-legged dodgy candle. At the same time, RSI was showing bullish divergence, so it was an indication that we may get a rebound. So at the end of the day, we speculate. We are speculators. So we're gonna we gather multiple evidence that support our scenario and go with that scenario. It might succeed or fail. This is normal, but this is the job or the task of any trader. He will lose some, or she will lose some, or win some. So at the end, we need to have a net income after on the long term and after multiple trades. So in this case, we had this rally. We reached this resistance area. Okay, it's also clear on the Euro USD daily chart. The 50 days moving average is over here, and the resistance region start from 1.822 and extends to 1.880. So at this region, we might see a slowdown of the move and possibly a pullback lower. We don't know yet, but we're gonna see if we get that. If we extend, we might get initial resistance at the 1.272 extension of this wave, or if we extend even further, we can reach this trend line and reach 1.618 and then get a pullback. In anyways, any pullback, because my overall bias or scenario is bullish based on the weekly, I will be looking for confirmation to long on the lower time frames. So any pullback will be watched. I'll be monitoring it for a confirmation of a long trade. So in this case, if we get this move higher after this breakout, then retest, I will be looking to long over here, especially if I see a hammer candlestick, for example, on the 4-hour chart or on the daily chart. Okay, I'll be targeting the top of the range again. This is for the Euro USD. Another key pattern or trade setup is on the dollar yen. Let's move to the dollar yen on the weekly, daily, and 4-hour. Okay, so on the daily, we can see that we've been trading a little bit to the downside with the at the same time sideways bias. Okay, forming something like a falling wedge pattern over here. And when we tested this resistance of the wedge pattern, descending resistance, we formed a shooting star candle over here that confirmed the resistance, and we're trying to move lower again. If this scenario to evolve, we can speculate on another bearish wave to reach at least this area around this lows. Okay, so we should also wait for confirmation. We always draw the scenario on the weekly and wait for confirmation on the daily and 4-hour chart to confirm it. So let's see what's happening on the daily. On the daily, another thing is happening on the daily. We can see that the price has reached the 78.6 retracement level for this wave, major bearish wave. At the same time, it's the 618 extension for this bearish wave, starting from here to here. we had multiple rejection from this level. Okay, you can see this major long shadow, major shooting star candle, and then we are trying to break the low of this hammer candle. Okay, this is the hammer in the middle, or it's in an uptrend, it's called hanging man. So if we break and close below this hammer today, I would be looking to short this market, probably for a quick target around here and a longer term target. I'll get out of some of the position around here, then for a longer term target around here. Okay, this is for the dollar yen. Let's move to the next key pattern or setup on the USD NOK. We can see that on the weekly we have broken a key support level. Okay, this is a sideways range that was broken over here. Let me highlight it. Then moved lower and we are retesting. Usually, as I said before, patterns usually get retested after being broken. So if this is the case, okay, we should get another wave lower. The usual stuff is to move to the dollar NOK daily chart for further confirmation. And guess what? The price has formed a double top pattern, and we're trying to break the neckline of the pattern now. If we close below the neckline today, it will be even higher probability that we will move even lower, and I'll be targeting as a first target this level. Okay, so this is how it works. We combine different time frames and different technical tools to get the highest probability possible. Okay, and there's always a room of error. There's always patterns will fail. Even if you get the best pattern ever, you will get losing trades. But we try to make winning trades. We try to make winning trades generate more profit than losing trades. Okay, so if for example, if we target 200 pips as a profit, our stop loss should not exceed 100 pip. So we always have double the amount for the take profit from the stop loss. Again, let's get back to the next pattern I see, which is the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is a little bit more tricky. We've been trading in the sideways rectangle, broken out on the weekly, moved higher, then retracing back to the triangle. But what happened is the price has completed the double top formation on the weekly and has broken the neckline. So now we have a mixed signal. Should we go long or we go short? Go long with the triangle breakout or go short with the double top pattern? This is where the confirmation comes. Okay, now I'm a little bit biased to the upside. I have an upside bias, but I won't go long until I see a clear confirmation. So to get a confirmation, we move to the lower time frames. On the Aussie, we can see today we are retesting this level and we're being rejected. So so far this tells me that okay, the neckline of the double top is valid and it's acting as a resistance. So we might get this bearish confirmation instead of bullish confirmation. But let's not hurry and wait for further confirmation. Let's get to the 4-hour chart. In this case, for example, if we do close today around these levels, okay, it will be a bearish candlestick, a pin bar. Okay, it's gonna be a gravestone doji candle, so we're gonna be going to the short side. If we rebound and if we break back above this high, which is this low, previous low, and now it was a support, now it's a resistance. If we break it, that would suggest that we could move even higher to that next potential resistance level. But I wouldn't be looking for a long on the longer term unless I see a breakout above this high. In that case, it will be confirmed as a new high. Okay, the structure of lower highs and lower lows of this wave will be broken, and a new high will be created, and that will confirm the bullish bias. So if we break this level, I will be looking for a higher potential trade to the upside. So that's it for now. This is the setups I'm looking at the moment. If you like them, guys, don't hesitate to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.